Dear listener, you are now about to tune into a brand new show called The Blind Perspective. This show focuses on those things unseen, both physically and mentally. Things that you wouldn't even notice in your daily living. This is all put together by your host, Mr. L.J. Minnis. Just before we begin, we would like for you all to know that everybody's views / opinions counts, as we like to be inclusive on this show. Now please, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Good morning, everyone. And you notice I didn't say no country names, right? You notice I ain't call no nationality names. But anyway, we are here because I would like to personally welcome you all who is going to be listening to this. I would like to personally welcome everybody to the Blind Perspective. And you know what the Blind Perspective is? We take a look at things unseen, things that people don't notice, things that are unseen both physically and literally, like things that can be not undetected by the human eyes, yes, but at the same time mentally unseen. Like, you don't even think about these things in your daily living. And this is what the Blind Perspective is going to be all about. We take a look at all of these type things. So for example, for a person like me who is blind, I am literally blind. Like, I can't see anything. So a person like me, right? Sighted people, and I'm going to say this generally, sighted people tend to take a look at us and they see somebody who can't do anything, somebody who is unable to do for themselves. But I'd like to tell you all that we're just people who can't see, but everything else on us functions regularly. Everything else on us functions pretty normally, you know? So the next time you see someone like me or somebody else, don't think that we can't do nothing, because we can do. It's just that it just has to be made accessible to us. And that is a vast topic that would take days to talk about, so I'm not even going to continue with that. But I'm here to tell you all that this particular program, if this ever hits radio, I know this would hit YouTube for sure, because if I get enough audience and I create a channel specifically outlining the Blind Perspective, it is gonna make it. I'm telling you, like, people's gonna listen, I get views, and people is gonna want to call in and stuff like that. We're gonna set all of that up, but I just wanted to hash out and, you know, get out there this particular audio so that everybody can have a general impression as to what it is when it does go live, when it does launch, when it does take off. Because I'm pretty sure that everybody wants a new show, right? I mean, Bohemians don't like change, and I'm going to say that plain out right here. Like, they would stay in some place and just leave it like that for years and years to come, because I've been in buildings for years, and there hasn't been any change like that in them. So the only way that something would change is if something breaks, right? So um, I know, we all know that. That's a fact. Bahamians like to procrastinate. That's a fact. But everybody does. Why? Because everybody's human. So I'm not denouncing my own people. Don't get that in your head. See, um, when you look at stuff like that, but see, I could show you all other things too. Like, for example, I could read articles on articles. Like right now, we could take a look at something like that. Something has that's gotten breaking news. Man charged with Lawrence Saunders' murder. We could look at that. We could look at Get Out that just came out today, like this morning in the Nassau Guardian. We could look at these things. We could look at um this man who was crying after being charged with his pregnant lover's murder. We could look at all of these things. We could look at the story of the baby who got found off in Marshall Road. We could look at all these things, you know. But I'm just saying that this particular program, this is an introduction, right? I only came on to introduce myself and stuff like that, and I'd like to say here, playing out, you probably, yeah, you did hear before I even came on something that was telling you all that this has been all produced by me. Like, I personally put all this together. But yeah, that is basically this program. That's basically what the blind perspective is going to be about. It's going to be about, you know, these type issues, you know, what's going on, and how are we going to resolve all these issues. And not only about these issues, but it's also going to be talking about people like me, people who are disabled, you know, people who are, or who are, should I say, differently able, because we can do things in a different way, you know. You guys say we're disabled, but I agree with a lot of people out there who say that we're differently able, because we can do things differently, you know. Once the accessibility has been applied, we can do things. It's like a wheelchair bound person can't walk, granted, but they have the wheelchair, so guess what? They can move around just like any other person would with their feet, right? So, yeah. Blind perspective, yeah, it's out there now because this audio has made it all possible, and I will catch you guys in the next one, because this was just meant to introduce the blind perspective, and I'm going to be sending this around to everybody so they can hear exactly what I'm capable of. And yeah, this is going to be hosted by LJ Minnis. This is your host, LJ Minnis. So yeah, the next time I come here, we're going to be talking about a lot of things, and I may have a guest, possibly. I don't know if I will, but possibly I may have a guest. But we'll cover all of that in due time. But for right now, this was approximately 7 minutes. Oh, I didn't mean to go over that, but this should have given you enough insight as to what this program would be about. Times and stuff like that would be looked into further. But once I just want to see if I could grab people's attention and stuff like that. So if when you listen to this, if you would want to help in, you know, help in launching this with me, and if you want to be a guest, or if you'd want to call in, and stuff like that, we'll get all of that sorted out. So if anybody is willing to reach out to me and stuff like that, or wants to reach out to me, I will put my number here. It is +1 242 465 1561. That's +1 242 465 1561. And yeah, any suggestions or whatever's that you all may have about this, just let me know. But yeah, this has been the blind perspectives introduction, and I will catch you all when we officially start. So this is it for right now, and you guys take care and be safe. Thank you.